Hello everyone, today I'm going to share with you this beautiful book that is called Dreaming with a Ghost. It is written by me and the illustrations are made by Sofia Diaz. So let's start. Dreaming with a Ghost. Once upon a time in a far village, there was a small boy called Dylan. He lived with his mother Laura and his father Jim. He was 8, and despite his short age, he was curious and he always asked to his parents to tell him a lot of stories before going to sleep. His favorite stories were those about cities and famous places. He loved such a kind of stories. As soon as his parents finished reading a story, Dylan asked, "When are we traveling there?" His mother always replied, "We are traveling there when you will be a big boy." She gave him a sweet kiss and then the little boy went to sleep. One night, Dylan saw a strange figure in his room. He wanted to scream, but he couldn't. So he asked, "Who are you? What are you doing in my room?" Since the dark, a sweet voice replied, "I am Mr. Ghosty, your fellow traveler." "What do you mean with my fellow traveler?" Dylan asked. "I mean I will travel with you around the world. Why don't you want to go with me?" asked Mr. Ghosty. "Where are we traveling?" Dylan asked, a bit nervous but amazing. Mr. Ghosty said, "Close your eyes and count to 3. Dylan did as the strange figure had ordered to him. So here they are going out of the house. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in one of the most unexpected buildings he has ever saw. "Oh, I can't believe I am in a medieval castle," the boy replied with a big smile. "Yes, we are in the walled city of Cardiff. I am showing to you one of the most important buildings of the story." "Why is this an important building?" "Because in this castle, Robert, Duke of Normandy, was imprisoned by order of his father, King Henry I of England, from 1106 to 1134. "It's a long time," Dylan exclaimed. The boy was walking toward the castle. "Look, I am here. Wow! I am seeing such a beautiful designs. I'm just going to sit here." "Why are you sitting here? Let's go outside. We need to go back." "I don't want," Dylan replied. Mrs. Ghosty touched the boy and suddenly everything was in dark. When the boy opened his eyes again, he was in his bed and a new day has already started. He asked himself what has happened. It all was just a dream, but it seemed to be so real. So he decided to wait until the sweet friend would appear again. The boy was waiting that night until he was very tired, so he decided to sleep. That night everything was very normal, so the boy decided to think that what had happened was a product of her imagination. Here, Dylan is waiting for the friend. Everything seems to be normal the following night. Suddenly, he saw a strange light behind the curtain. "How are you?" "Who are you?" You cannot answer to a question with another question. You already know who I am. Let's go. We don't have so much time. The boy was not sure he followed the strange figure, but something inside him asked to follow that ghost. So he did it. When he was closer to the ghost, he realized he was the same one that had been with him in the castle, but he did not say anything. He just followed the ghost. In more than 2 seconds, They were in a very known place. This is the place. How did you do so? I did nothing. Here we are. Why are we in the Big Ben? Because we are in London. This is London. Why is it called the Big Ben? It is called in that way because that is the name of the big bell you see in that tower. What is the real name? Dylan asked. This is the Westminster Palace and is the place where take place the meetings of the Parliament, Mr. Ghosty answered. The boy asked many questions to Mr. Ghosty, and Mr. Ghosty has no more choice than answer to those. The boy wanted to know everything until the day came again. Now Dylan was sure Mr. Ghosty existed because his eyes touched him. He was warm and bright. The day was so long for Dylan because he was waiting until night returned again and he could travel again with his new friend. When the boy saw the light in the window, he just said, "Let's go quickly." They were now in Japan. They were in front of the Yakushi building, one of the most famous Buddhist temples. In that night, Mr. Ghosty told Dylan the temple was the headquarters of the House School of Japanese Buddhism. The Yakushi was one of the sites that were inscribed by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site under the name of Historical Monuments of Ancient Nara. It was believed that the temple was changed from the nowadays position, but it was just a theory. They walked outside the place and admired the nature that surrounded the place. Dylan was really happy. Questions appeared in his mind everywhere. They were so impressed, and among questions and answers the day came again soon. They returned home. For their fourth travel, they were in a very surprising place. Why are we here? How? Do you want to come back? No, of course no. I just asked because I'm not sure in the place we are in. We are in the Maldives Islands. The ghost was saying so when two big dolphins appeared in front of their eyes. Mr. Ghosty explained to Dylan, this was one of the most famous islands around the world to see dolphins. These islands were also a kind of country formed by 1,000 coral islands. Dylan played with the dolphins and collected many corals, and that was the travel ended. The day one started again. Dylan wasn't home during all day. He asked her parents if the things Mr. Ghosty had said to him on each one of the travels were true. But for a 8-year boy, nothing that he could say could be taken for adults as true. Hello, my fellow traveler, Mr. Ghosty said. Hi, Mr. Ghosty, Dylan replied. We have visited some places I wanted to show you, but in this night, I would like that you choose where do you like to travel? Really? I would like to go to Paris, Dylan answered, very amazing. As you ordered, my friend, you know the rules. Dylan closed her eyes and then he opened them. They were in Paris. I am here. I wanted to come one day with my parents. They love this place. They say this is the love city. Of course this is. What else do you know of this place? I have telling the story of the places we have traveled to. Now it is your turn. Where is this place? Why is it important? How it was built? Oh, Mr. Ghosty, wait. There are so many questions for just one night. I know that Paris is France's capital, is a world center of art, fashion, gastronomy, and culture. In Paris, there is the Seine River, the Eiffel Tower, and the Notre Dame Church. I really like the Eiffel Tower. How can we go there? He was just saying so when they found themselves close to the Eiffel Tower. This is the Eiffel Tower, one of the most famous places of Paris and the world. It was called Tour du Trois Metres today, More than a touristic place, it serves as a radio and television program station. The Eiffel Tower is an iron building. It is the highest building from Paris. Dylan enjoyed that travel because he had studied a lot about this place in the books his mother read to him every night. However, Dylan thought there was something strange from him. Why did Mr. Ghosty ask him to choose a place? How was this possible, Mr. Ghosty wanting to learn of a place? The boy had thought Mr. Ghosty knew all the places in the world. It should be possible that Mr. Ghosty did not know all the places of the world. Dylan was happy to teach Mr. Ghosty what he knew about famous places in the world thanks to the many questions he asked to his parents and the books his mother read to him. He decided to not think in that and enjoy of the many travels he will enjoy with Mr. Ghosty. The next day, Dylan found a printed page. Mr. Ghosty has collected all his travel in pictures and the ghost has wrote, "It's time to find a new fellow traveler. You should keep these memories by your own and continue learning a lot." This is what Mr. Ghosty wrote to Dylan, and this is the printed page. That was the last time Dylan had news of his friend, but he was happy because he was sure every travel was real and he had learned a lot of him. Now Mr. Ghosty truly was answering the many questions of a passionate boy for traveling to famous places of the world. The end. So that was the story of Mr. Ghosty and Dylan. I hope that you have learned a lot of it. See you in another opportunity.